In 1849, two cousins, a chemist and a confectioner, both immigrants, both named Charles, started a company in Williamsburg, Brooklyn to manufacture santonin, an anti-parasitic used to treat one of the most troublesome but common ailments of the day, roundworm. Who knew then that Charles Pfizer and Charles Earhart's little santonin manufacturing business would grow into the world's largest pharmaceutical company and still be headquartered in New York City? But the story of those two cousins was just the start of New York's vibrant life science industry. In 1858, Edward Robinson Squibb launched ER Squibb MD in Brooklyn. And by 1887, William Bristol and John Myers had purchased the Clinton Pharmaceutical Company, a drug manufacturing firm located in Clinton, New York, forming Bristol-Myers. A century later, these two firms would merge to create Bristol-Myers Squibb. Since then, New York State's life science industry has become one of the largest and most active in the world, supporting 92 publicly traded companies, 16 major medical research centers, and over 250,000 jobs from Montauk to Buffalo. Driven by a broad network of university medical centers, colleges, community colleges, and independent research organizations, New York's life science engine is responsible for thousands of discoveries, large and small, that power the biopharmaceutical industry, bringing life-saving products to patients around the globe. And so today we would like to celebrate New York's life science community and the fact that the cures start here because the science starts here. Join us in recognizing the many important commercial products that have been generated by New York's life science industry. Some of the commercial products that have developed out of the state's active community include familiar names like Remicade and Gardasil. Others, like Tarceva, are steadily building market share, and still others, like Accorda's Empira, are just beginning to make their mark. Successes like these pave the way for a new generation of drugs, devices, diagnostics, tools, and healthcare services to emerge from New York's companies, universities, and research organizations. The economic impact of this innovation engine is felt across the entire state. 250,000 workers owe their livelihood to New York's biopharmaceutical industry, creating over $30 billion in economic activity. For the past 20 years, NYBA has been an active and vocal champion for New York's life science industry. Through the association's education and advocacy efforts in both Albany and Washington, D.C., NYBA has focused its resources on building a powerful innovation force in New York State by working to create an economic atmosphere that rewards entrepreneurism, expands access to capital, invests in the industry's future, and protects patient access to therapies. Together with our more than 200 member companies, universities, and regional economic development partners, NYBA is working to make New York a global focus for life science research, commercialization, and manufacturing. The success of the industry is measurable. New York ranks second in the nation in total bioscience academic R&D expenditures, and third in the nation in attracting NIH funding. But New York ranks only 7th in attracting venture capital to the life sciences and 17th in the nation in bioscience as a share of total academic R&D expenditures. There is still work to be done. These are just a few of the hundreds of biologics, pharmaceuticals, diagnostics, medical devices, and agricultural and industrial biotech products discovered in New York's universities and research centers and commercialized throughout the world. And it's just the beginning. Today, more than 750 innovative drugs are in development by companies with a presence in New York State. And that's why at NYBA we say, the cures start here.